Can premature ejaculation actually be cured? Well, the answer is yes. But most men struggle for years, not because it's hard to fix, but because they've been making one critical mistake. And in this video, I'm going to show you what that mistake is and how to fix it so you can finally last over 10 minutes and fully satisfy your partner. And what I'm about to show you isn't just theory. It's been clinically proven. Here's what Dr. Mohit Khera, a world-leading urologist and expert in sexual medicine, had to say.
A lot of times patients say, just give me the pill. I say, fine. But if they did the work, that's a cure, right? That's a cure for PE.
And before we get into exactly what the cure is, you need to understand the number one mistake that's been holding you back. Most men struggling with PE want to believe it's just a physical issue, because that would mean doing Kegels or just taking a pill could fix everything. But if you've been doing the self-work, then you already know the truth. Premature ejaculation isn't just physical. It's also mental and emotional. And if you ignore those aspects, you will stay stuck no matter how many tricks you try. And let me be totally upfront. If you're looking for a quick fix, this video isn't for you. This is for men who are really struggling with premature ejaculation and want a permanent solution to fix it for life. And to do that, I'll walk you through my proven 3-step process that has even worked on the most extreme cases of PE. This helped David go from being unable to hold any sexual charge or arousal at all, and now his wife is climaxing before him during sex. And here's the thing, once you fully master step 3 like David did, premature ejaculation will no longer be a problem in your life. Now let's get started with step number 1. Most men with PE think it's just a bedroom issue. But if you're a successful business owner or a professional, stress might be the hidden factor completely sabotaging your sex life. And here's why. When you're under constant stress, your body is already in an ejaculatory state. Elevated heart rate, heavy chest breathing, tense muscles, all craving a release. So when you add even a little bit of sexual arousal, your body sees the perfect chance to reset by ejaculating too soon. Now, the solution is to regulate your nervous system. You need to catch your stress in real time so you can pause and connect to your breath and release the tension before it hijacks your body. This shifts your baseline stress from a 9 out of 10 to a very manageable 5 or 6 out of 10, making it much easier to stay in control of your ejaculation. But nervous system regulation on its own isn't enough. To truly last longer in bed, you need to know this next step right here. Did you grow up quickly masturbating to porn, hoping no one walks in? Well, if so, without realizing it, you might have trained yourself to finish fast while reinforcing the idea that fear and anxiety were part of pleasure and ejaculation. And when this becomes a daily habit, it starts to feel automatic. Like the moment you feel pleasure, your body treats it like an emergency and it rushes towards ejaculation instead of relaxing into the pleasure. So how do you break this cycle? Well, you need to create new pleasure pathways. And you can do this with a body mapping practice focused on non-genital touch. A way to explore your pleasure intentionally, without porn, without pressure, and without the goal of ejaculation. This helps retrain your body to stay calm as arousal builds and teaches your nervous system that pleasure doesn't have to mean panic. But to fully cure premature ejaculation, the way Dr. Mohit Khera revealed, you need to understand this final step right here. Do you ever reach a point during sex where you completely lose control, where no matter what you do, you can't stop yourself from ejaculating? It can feel like you were just born with an overly sensitive penis, and that premature ejaculation is something you will struggle with for life. But what if I told you that's not the case at all? In fact, you can actually change this awareness and connection to your body by knowing it so well that you know exactly what is too far, when to slow down, or when to change your breath pattern so you can stay in complete control during sex. And this technique was clinically proven back in 1970 by Masters and Johnson to be nearly 100% effective in helping men last longer in bed. And it's the same technique Dr. Mohit Kara was talking about when he said,
but if they did the work, that's a cure, right? That's a cure for PE.
The technique is called the stop-start method, also known as edging. Instead of a quick 2-minute masturbation session to porn, you can practice the stop-start method for 15 to 20 minutes and train your body to handle arousal without rushing to ejaculation. This creates new neural pathways in your brain and over time gives you complete control over your ejaculations. This is the cure. And the next step is to take action. So watch this next video on how to master the stop-start method so you can start fixing your PE tonight.